around Australia. We are underway here at the WACA. Driven nicely through the covers. Great start to day 2 for Shaun Marsh, just leaning into that one, and that will get across the rope and skip up. Sutherland around the wicket. There's an edge there and a fantastic catch. Hanscom flying high to his left, gets 2 hands to it, makes the hard look simple, and Shaun Marsh.
Well, certainly showing he's not going to be a cheap wicket. Here's Matt Kelly. That's the longest boundary of the ground, and it's going to reach it with no problem whatsoever. First loose delivery from Will Sutherland this morning. That's another beautiful shot from Kelly. That's going to reach the boundary as well. That one's a bit shorter from Perry. First loose delivery. He's really bowled this morning, and Hilton Cartwright capitalises on that.
Spanked in front of point. Matt Kelly. Nothing night watchman about that shot at all. He's hit hard again, this time to the left, the inside of point. For a second there, it was travelling at a catchable height, but just out of reach, and he gets back-to-back boundaries. Fuller, driven. Long half volley, as HD likes to call those ones. This is Fuller. He goes over the top of mid-off, just. Pattinson, head on his hands. He can't believe it. This one's cut. Finds the gap beautifully between gully and point. No need to run for that one, Cartwright. McClure. That's full and clipped nicely through the mid-on, mid-wicket region. That'll be 4, heading towards the dugout of the Victorians. It is short, but not short enough. And Kelly, he was resting on the back foot already and sent it to the longest of boundaries. It is short. He takes it on once again. Dean cannot get around to that. 1 bounce, 4 runs for the edge. It's short again. He stands up. There is a catcher out there at mid-wicket, and he comes around and takes it. The end of Matt Kelly. The plan has worked for Pattinson. Both arms up in the sky. A double good on ya.
Reach and teach patience. As that one squirts off the outside of his bat, but he'll get enough on it to go for 4. As that one squirts off the edge of Cartwright, and don't know if that carried to Sutherland at gully, but that's 4. Bother him in that area, as that's a bit fuller, and lets Wiley off the hook, because that's a really nice cover drive. That'll go for 4. Short and wide and punished. Hilton Cartwright pounces on the loose ball from Perry, and
playing some beautiful shots.
That one squirts off the edge. That's a really nice delivery from Perry. Nicely played with soft hands. Wasn't really a chance because it went straight to ground, but
shot.
That's really nicely played by Cartwright, and there's a man out at deep point, but he's not going to have time to get there. That's a beauty. Overpitched from Perry.
Uses his feet. There's a fielder out there. He's camping underneath it and drops it over the rope. Fraser McGurk, he got into the good position, standing side on, so he knew where the rope was, Clarkie. And then he just settled right at his belly to try and catch it. That ball's gone for 6. Or 4 have they called it in the end.
Oh, I think that went over.
I thought it went for 6 as well, which means that it's Hilton Cartwright's 50. Sutherland good, draws the outside edge, but it runs away along the boundary to third, just splitting gully and... Oh, that's a beautiful cover drive, and into the gap as well. There is the deep cover point, but absolutely no chance there to get across to it. Just the sheer power from Hilton Cartwright.
Ground. Having said that, it's a beauty from Wiley. We'll get at least a couple. It's a long boundary out there, so they'll no doubt push for 3, and they'll make it pretty comfortably if it doesn't roll away to the boundary. And they're going to run all 4. It is a very long throw from that boundary, and that is 4 all run. That's nicely clipped away by Hilton Cartwright. That'll be 4.
At the ball.
And that's straight again, and nicely clipped away by Wiley. Hasn't timed it perfectly, so it might not go all the way, although not going to catch up to it. It does get there. That's exactly what you talked about. It rolls away so quickly.
Good side on view there. Now Pattinson cuts this away beautifully in front of point. Well, that's where it's going to come into his side, isn't it? By sitting a bit deeper. drives this one, thick outside edge.
Yeah.
But enough control to get it through the gap as it is, so...
No.
Not that one.
No, not that.
That's a lovely drive. Over pitch this time, Perry. This over's gone for 3 boundaries. Stunning shot from Hilton Cartwright. On strike now. There we go. Outside edge, drawn into it from Sutherland. He's well rewarded with his 3rd wicket for the day.
That's caught the edge and that's gone. First slip. Takes a comfortable catch. Matt Short, and that's the end of Philippines State. Beautiful shot from Cartwright, over pitched from Sutherland. And that'll race away for 4. Oh, and that one's hit high on the pad. We'll see the appeal. He's been given. Now, that time he found the gap, and he's got enough of that to go for 4.
Inside edge. Is it going to run away for 4 as well, or has it been saved? It hasn't. 100 up for Hilton Cartwright. Maybe not the shot he wanted, but that doesn't go in the scorebook either way. A fantastic 100 overall. 7 first-class hundreds now to Hilton Cartwright. Pattinson, the double teapot. Can't believe his luck, but Hilton Cartwright...
As that is hit over mid-on. Very early on to that shot, Joel Paris. He's been sitting back waiting for some of those. Got enough of that to get it over.
Speaking of nice shots. There's enough on that straight drive to run away from Madison. There is. Oh, worked nicely off the back foot there. Joel Paris works it behind point all the way around to the Curator's race for 4. There's the edge and a fantastic catch. Peter Hanscom sharked it from in front of first slip from short, but big appeal, and it's been given. It was fuller, it was straighter, and Cartwright looked to turn that 2 square, didn't play down the line enough, and McClure appealed again. They've got it. 2 in 2 balls for McClure. Innings over for WA, 10 all out for 337, and a team hat-trick. We've gone Perry.
That's a bit fuller from Paris, and Dean works that beautifully into the leg side. He'll get at least 2. It might roll all the way for 4. See if Kelly can catch up with it. He can't. That's 4 runs.
Missed it.
Made the most of the chance he got.
Lovely shot.
Beautiful shot from Dean through the covers. That'll run away for 4. I don't know if the field will catch up with it, or maybe he will. It's Hilton Cartwright. No, he's not going to. Even Hilton Cartwright can't get there in time.
The Victorians.
That one's gone through, and has it caught the inside edge? Big appeal. Umpire standing still. Dean standing still, not out. So huge appeal from the West Australians. They were...
The angle wasn't no edge.
That one's hit on the pad. Front pad quite high, though. Down to 1 knee was Hardy, but it looked like it's probably high. A big stride in from Dean. Late March.
Very early, aren't they?
Late March does feel like a strange time of year to be playing cricket. That's a beautiful shot from Pekovsky. Didn't even bother moving. That is an exquisite on drive. Big edge and gone. Regulation catch for Josh Philippi. Nice avenue there from Joel Paris, and after a solid start for Victoria, Will Pekovsky. Over pitch that time, and he's worked it away beautifully. Has Dean. He's got enough on that to get to the boundary as well.
Oh, this is just glided on the outside edge, through controlled, but through gully and slips. Morrison again. This time it's pulled. He picked up on that length quickly, Hanscom, and kept it well in front of square. It's sort of gone through a wide mid-on. And just works it nicely through that gap just to the left-hand side of the diving gully.
First shot in anger, really.
Full on the
that
legs.
Timing.
Just lent on that. It might continue to run away.
Look at it go.
It just keeps getting further and further. You're right. You've described it a couple of times, Clarkie, and it's an exact same thing there.
That one struck him at the top of off stump. It's a beauty from Hardy. And the change of ends has worked. He's taken on the short ball, Madison. He's found the gap, and that'll be 4. That was struck him on the back pad. That looks very, very close and given. So Matt Kelly gets the wicket. We've said that Madison had been defending from deep in his crease and on the back foot, and Matt Kelly bowls a beauty, and Nick Madison has to go, and Joel Paris will come back in. That's short and wide, and that's punished. Beautiful shot from Peter Hanscom. No chance of stopping that. 4 runs, still the deficit. That's a nice drive for no run, and Paris has just cost himself 4 runs. 4 overthrows as he threw back at the stumps.
Oh, there's a big shout on here from around the wicket. It has been given. Fraser McGurk throws his head back. Such disappointment late in the day on day 2 in Victoria. They've now lost their 4th wicket. Oh, it's Golding. Golding there. It's quick. Chopped on. No footwork. Now Hanscom. He departs on 20. Gets in line with that one. Mitch Perry and sees out Lance Morris's over. It is 5:30, so stumps on day 2. Victoria 5 for 82. Matt Short 3 not out. Perry yet to trouble the scorers.